Good morning, fellow travelers. Just Jeremiah here on Mount Shasta. It's early, June 22nd, 2021, my birthday. So I went to leave Mount Shasta yesterday, but it's a vortex, which means it's easy to get caught up there. Mount Ashland is another vortex. That's where I'm headed back to. I have a job interview today. Still have the black eye, unfortunately. It's been since, today's Tuesday. It's been since the Friday before last. Bummer. But, yeah, I just wanted to get the interview today because it's the first day of the 3 offered. I thought my birthday was tomorrow, and yeah, I'm a little bummed to go to an interview on my birthday, but I also get to go hitchhike to an interview on my birthday where if I don't make it, I don't get the job. Or don't get to interview. And yeah, sorry, early morning, just waking up. But it's called Peerless, and it's a nice restaurant that was rated like the 6th best restaurant in Oregon, if I'm not mistaken, by something I read online, so it's definitely true. And I think I can make some money. There's the Jackson Wellspring there, and I could stay there. Lots of cool people, like a Shasta type scene. I don't want to go back to work, but I do need to pay my own dues, I think, to fully appreciate what I've been offered this past year. And yeah, it's gonna be fine. And yeah, yesterday I went to leave and I got a ride down hitchhiking with the guy who runs the ceremony. I interviewed his mom actually the other night when she was doing the food thing, Pamela, if I'm not mistaken. And she picked me up and drove me to town, to the headwaters. One second. Because I was hitchhiking down the mountain like I am now. And then so I did an interview with the 2 girls, Kiki and Jennifer. And then we ended up going to Jade Pools then, because we were all just hanging out, having a good conversation. And we did a bentonite clay scrub. That was awesome, completely drying out with that bentonite, looking all like nuts. It's so good for you. It leaves your skin super soft. So yeah, we hung out, and then we went back up to see if the drum circle was still going on, but they were like zombies. Like, you could tell their fingers hurt so bad from drumming for like 3 days straight. And my backpack's heavy. And then yeah, there wasn't much going on, so we just went back to Bunny Flats, and I camped out. Did another cowboy camping, just laying out the tarp and not doing the tent. And I just woke up, and I'm gonna hitchhike down to whatever exit I feel gets more flow of traffic towards Ashland, and I have to stand on the exit, maybe find some cardboard somewhere to write towards Ashland. Yeah, so that's like what's going on. I feel pretty good. I've been having a lot of anxiety this past week, but I do struggle through anxiety, and I'm realizing now. I was just talking to my brother, who I love a lot, and I saw my sister sent me birthday wishes as well, which is awesome. Love you both. But I kind of think that I just experienced, even being out here, like a lot of stress and guilt because of the condition my mom's in, and knowing that to take care of myself fully, like I have. Yeah, so it's hard knowing that like I have to be there for myself, and that draws me away from her. But to be there for her, I do have to be there for myself. And although it's a lesson that I struggled to figure out and learn, and I'm happy to, and I would have never had any of this going on if I had stayed on that path, which I would think was self-destructive, of just being there for her before myself. And yeah, so it's great, but I'm still like, I'm still struggling. I really don't feel like she has, that much longer in her life, and yeah. So I feel like I'm gonna be stuck with that. And there's a lot of stuff to it. If you watch my videos before talking about my mom, I don't need to get into all that stuff, but yeah, I miss her. I can't wait to call her for my birthday, and yeah, so that's been giving me a lot of anxiety, and going back to the work thing. But what I'm realizing now today is that realizing what's the root of the anxiety is helping me to compartmentalize it better. So that's all. Just thought I'd share a little bit. I know it's annoying when I'm in not like the best mood like I seem to be most times, and I'm sure it's hard to see me like, but I'd rather share the full thing. And yeah, I'm doing good. I just wanted to share how I'm doing today. Talked to my brother, and I felt especially good. Hanging out with those new friends yesterday definitely made me feel great. And yeah, if I don't get this job right away because they're not hiring on the spot, then I'll probably just roll back to Shasta. Full moon ceremony's on Thursday. It's going to be crazy. It's June. Panther Meadows opens up July 1st instead of June 1st this year. But I also still want to go north. So I'd probably come check out, I would probably come check out the full moon. And then I would keep moving. I love swinging in and then dipping back out. I would most likely go north towards Washington, but of course I never know. Wow. All right, you got to check this out. I'm going to flip the camera around. Yeah, this is sweet. I love these views. Yeah, so normally on my birthday, I was going to climb Shasta, or I accomplished some crazy feat, or yeah, there's so many things. And I'm just going with flow state. So like, rather than doing my solo celebration like I normally do, I'm doing a solo potential step aside for my travels to go make money to pursue my travels in a way that I've been talking about for a while, with a drone and a car, and a GoPro doing time lapses on the car everywhere, and proper B-roll from the for the in between the clips, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I'm thinking about getting an unemployment. My brother told me get an unemployment lawyer to get the money that's due for me, like the past year that I've been having clerical errors or with Colorado over or whatever with the old system. So I'm gonna think about that. If they get 10%, that's a lot. But they just keep dragging their feet. I think I'm gonna try one more time to see if they've got their system up and going. Because they keep having me do a 5-day callback that I call, and they say 5 days, and it's like 3-4 months over and over. It'll be nice to get that chunk, but I can't wait. I can't rely on waiting for that. Even if I go for an unemployment lawyer or whatever, it would be nice to go work for who knows if it's a good job. Maybe get things together and really get all the things I need to make what I want happen. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna talk about cool stuff, and I'm gonna research stuff. I'm just feeling kind of spent lately. Need to work on raising my energy levels. And having come to places like Shasta, gone to places like Umpqua, that has definitely done that. Gonna let you go for now. Thanks for watching. Gonna go stick my thumb out, maybe see what all these messages pouring in for my birthday are reading. Take care. Good afternoon. So I'm not having any luck hitchhiking. I got down the mountain and I'm on the side of the highway. I was at the on-ramp for a while, and no luck at the on-ramp. So now I'm on like the actual side of the highway, and last time I was here I got a ride out by the cops, but that was nice. But the first ride, he said there was a warning I'd get a citation the second time. Not a big fan of that concept, but I'm trying to make it to this interview. And honestly, like, it takes everything I have not to just walk back into Shasta and just go enjoy my birthday. We'll see what happens. I didn't get the ride, and I just didn't go to the interview. I'll be fine on the road. I'm not sure if I want to be in a town where that lady is either. It's a small town. I love Ashland, but whatever, I'm good. So, why not do what I wanted to do? There's Mount Shasta. Climb Mount Shasta. We'll see. I made some friends yesterday. I'm going to see if some plans pan out to go adventure some. And if they don't, then I'm going to go summit Mount Shasta tomorrow. I spent most of the day back down at the headwaters, and it's been really nice just relaxing. I'm going to go to town. I'm hungry. This wonderful woman, Rebecca, she had a huge barrel filled with like 8 5-gallon things of water at least. And so I was just right away asking her if I could help her bring it up the hill for her, and she accepted. And I didn't expect anything. I was just trying to help. I mean, there was a lot for a man even, and not that women are weaker, of course, but why not help if I can? And so she offered me $30, which is so nice, and I didn't expect it. That's not why I helped, but I'm gonna take that and grab myself a nice dinner somewhere. Even though I got this bag like a homeless person, it's got my stuff that I was gonna use for the interview, and I've got to either return this clothes to Walmart or get rid of my one sleeping bag or something, because carrying this with the backpack, I have too much stuff. It's way too heavy. But yeah, so I'm gonna go like this. Luckily it's NorCal, so no problem. I'm gonna grab dinner somewhere. Just thought I'd share. Almost to town. That's about it. We'll see what I get into today. Take care. All right, I'm at the Mount Shasta City Park headwaters, and I'm with Alex. What's going on, Alex?
Man, I'm peachier than a peach cobbler made in the state of Georgia.
Oh man, wow. Are you from Georgia?
I'm from Ohio.
Cool. Well, appreciate it, Shasta.
I'm on a spiritual journey. I am.
So, when did you first hear about Mount Shasta?
I heard about it probably like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's been, just kind of popping up here and there. And I was just like, I really got to make some time to go out there sometime. I had zero expectations on what to even think about what I was going to do here besides hiking and just experiencing just amazing things. But I've only been here for 24 hours, and I've loved every single second of it, even a millisecond.
So what does it mean to you so far? What does Shasta mean to you?
It's home, it's life, it's purity. It's everyone you meet here, like just walking by people, everyone's smiling, everyone's just like happy-go-lucky. You see all their aura colors, and it doesn't get any better. It really doesn't.
Have you felt like, even though you've only been here for 24 hours, have you felt like it's changed you at all? Any type of change?
Yeah, it's made me feel even more closer to just humanity and Mother Gaia and even Father Sky. And, I'm blessed to be here. I really am.
That's awesome. So can you tell me a little bit about what started you on your spiritual journey? Not even so much this physical journey you're on right now, as much as like your overall spiritual journey.
I'll make a long story short.
I know, because that's like, how long do we have? 20 minutes? Just kidding.
So I was in Edinburgh, Scotland, and we got done hiking up a mountain, and then we came down the opposite way we came up, and then my buddy was like, all right, so we can either hop this wall go across the golf course and we'll be home in 5 minutes, or we can walk around the golf course and we'll be home in like 30 minutes. I was like, we're hopping this wall. So we hop this wall, we're cutting through the fairways. We have Scottish people screaming at us and pointing their clubs. You know, it's like we get out of the fairway, and then we get out of the golf course and we're walking down this side street, and then all of a sudden my vision turns black and white. I hear wind chimes, and then I turn around, and then I realized I had been here before. I had dreamt of that moment in my dreams like 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
And that was May 25th of 2018.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I've experienced deja vu for the past 3 years, every single day.
Every day, wow.
Yeah.
So you're on a path.
Yeah. And then the other big awakening I had was I healed a girl that was having an overdose on drugs at a music festival. And I asked myself, what could I do to heal this girl? And the first thought was a ball of energy. So I was making this ball of energy, pretended it was a basketball, pretended it was a soccer ball, I was juggling with it. And then as the beat was building, I told her, hey, get ready. And she's just like, wait, what? And I was like, here, get ready. She's like, okay. And then the beat was about to drop. I jumped up with the beat and I slammed this ball of energy at her. 10 seconds later, she gets up and she's dancing like there's no tomorrow, and she never looked back.
Wow, that's awesome. That's crazy.
And that's what really sparked my journey, because with the dreams, I didn't know how to interpret it. You know, I didn't really have many friends that were spiritual. I couldn't really talk to anyone. But then with the energy, that's when it all started to shift.
Wow. So where do you think where do you think all this is leading you? Do you have any ideas, or you're just trying to have no expectations?
There is definitely some ideas. Back home in Cleveland, we got, I have a big spiritual family, and I truly believe that I'm supposed to share these gifts of, you know, energy work, breath work, affirmation work, doing guided meditations and sound therapy. So I'll be getting a license to do the yoga and sound therapy.
No way, cool.
Later on this year.
So like the sound bowls and stuff?
Yeah, and tuning forks.
The tuning forks, so cool.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you want what you're learning, how do you want it to change and affect people? Like, how do you want your influence, what do you want your influence to be, and what impact do you want to have?
I want people to believe that there's more to this world than that meets the eye. You know, like, we've been, you know, set on beliefs for so long, and everyone thinks like that's just the normal way of life, and not realizing that, you know, there's so many more holistic and better options to treat everything for the mind, body, and soul. And I really believe, you know, each one teach one. Be the change you want to see in this world and watch the world change. And I wholeheartedly believe in that.
That's amazing. Well, if you knew that right now there's some people struggling and feeling lost and unsure and not really knowing what to believe, what type of message would you give them, you know?
I would have to say that you are never alone, and you are never walking alone. And whenever you need anything in this world, all you have to do is ask. And even if no one's around, the universe hears you, and that frequency goes out, and the universe will dance for you. But you also have to emit love and show gratitude to everyone and everything. Like, when I walk out of my house, like before I go to work at 7 a.m. in the morning, like I'll tell like the grass and the trees, like, thank you for holding space here, and the
That's
leaves.
awesome. Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, and then just, you know, just be the best person you possibly can be, and be present. You know, the more that you're present, you don't have to worry about your past, you don't worry about your future, you're just in the here and now, just like this interview.
So what about if you're trying the best that you can, but you don't feel like you're ever reaching that best, you know? It's a tough one. Sometimes I go through that, you know?
Yeah. Then start changing things around you. Like, you know, if you have to change your friends, your environment, change the music that you're listening to, change your diet.
Yeah.
Like, I used to have Crohn's disease.
Wow.
And I cured myself from
And look,
it.
you're super healthy now, yeah.
Yeah,
Not that people with Crohn's aren't healthy, but they struggle to keep weight on, yeah.
It's, oh my God, it was abysmal for me. It really was. But, you know, like I said, like, changing the environment, changing your music, your diet, your friends, you know, your thoughts and your words as well, they're very powerful. And, you know, you will change and you will heal yourself. You can heal yourself from anything. I've read so many books and I've listened to so many stories from people around this world. Anything's possible. Nothing is impossible.
That's fantastic. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time, before you leave to share this. And let's give a nice hug for the camera. You ready?
Yeah.
Here, go to stand up for a second. Yeah. So nice to meet you, Alex.
You too, Jeremiah. Thank you for holding space here on Mother Gaia.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And thank you for sharing so that everyone can learn your perspective and help incorporate it into their own.
Woman, amen, namaste.
Namaste.